In life's journey, personal development solves many problems and is the path to vitality. Most of our problems are fundamentally unsolvable. We must outgrow them rather than directly solve them. Thank you, personal development. If you invest in yourself, you make more money, experience more happiness, and learn cool things that enrich your life. Today's video unwraps how to accelerate personal development by highlighting 5 proven keys that have the power to change your life. You can master faster and reap the benefits. It's personal development on steroids. Let's get into it. The first key is, value it by the choices you make. I know, of course you need to value it, but the key is, how would you know someone values personal development? It's a mindset. Remember the pivot point in the movie Groundhog Day? By pivot point, I mean when Bill Murray's character got the idea that each day would focus on learning and serving. His life improved because he made it a priority and saw each challenge in his life as an opportunity to learn. When you're focused on learning and serving, you're not focused on your pity party, what's not working, or lost in a narrative that things won't work out. Even if they don't work out, you harvest the learning, adjust, and keep going. Imagine yourself as a person who values learning and serving. What would that look like? How would you hold your body? How would you deal with setbacks? What wouldn't you do or think that today you do? I found that I wasn't as reactive to setbacks and didn't experience frustration nearly as much in a learning mindset. If you're depressed today, there's simply no space for that heaviness when you delight in learning each day and finding ways to serve. Decide now to prioritize learning and serving. Imagine what that could look like and relax into that path with consistent action. Your subconscious will pick up on the decision and support you as you take consistent action. Okay, on to the next key. The second key is outcome clarity. A clear outcome gets you halfway there. Knowing what and why accelerates the journey to create it. An unclear outcome is wasted energy. Here's a quick example. A friend worked long hours to give her family opportunities, but also to one day live in a house on the lake. Who wouldn't want that, right? We started by exploring her why. I asked, if you lived in the house on the lake, what about that experience would be the most important part of that experience? She eventually realized that what she wanted most was to feel close to her family, to feel love. The house was a means to the feeling outcome, which was more love and connection. She realized that she could have that outcome much sooner by working less and spending less. That is the value of knowing your deepest why and then imagining that outcome in great detail so it's obvious when you see it manifest in your physical reality. Most of us start personal development by focusing on what we don't want. That's a start. So you don't want to carry around extra weight? That will move you toward holistic health, and you accelerate that journey when you are clear about your deepest why and what holistic would look and feel like. Your deepest why is always a feeling and usually involves love or energy. In my case, I realized that, of course, I wanted to feel healthy, but the deepest reason was feeling a flow of vitality or energy. I serve where I feel I can make a difference to that one, whether that one is a dog, a person, or a large group of people. Your why is always a feeling, and growth accelerates when you are clear about that outcome. I imagine my what in great detail after I'm clear about my why. When imaging, some find it helpful to imagine you in the future, with the skill or growth manifested, then merge with that image. Remember, your deepest why is an emotion or feeling, while your what is a specific outcome you can imagine as an observation. Speaking of key areas for your development, think SMURF. SMURF stands for spiritual, mental, emotional, relational, and financial. 99% of the personal development outcomes fall into one of these categories. Pick a category and get clear on your why and what. Let's move to the next key. Personal development acceleration key number 3 is consistency. We are creatures of habit, and the things we do consistently get wired in the brain as habits. When you consistently carve out time to learn, your brain connects this behavior to pleasure, and you repeat it as this graph shows. The habit loop taught by Charles Duhigg was essentially what B.F. Skinner taught with operant conditioning. Our brain wires together the link between behaviors and rewards and seeks more of that. Rather than scrolling endlessly on social media, grab a book or engage in learning at the same time every day. Before you know it, you'll be engrossed in a good book right after dinner or some other predictable time. On his way to work, a coaching client replaced the mindless morning radio with audiobooks. He said that investing in himself this way has improved his life in ways he couldn't have predicted, as it will for you. However, the key is consistency so that your brain can wire together the trigger moment, personal development behavior, and the reward for doing so. That brings us to the next key to personal development acceleration. Key number 4 is social support. So far in this video, we've unwrapped the power of the why, a compelling what, and consistency in key personal development behaviors. Social support means that those around you encourage personal development in a way that you find helpful. We're social beings who need connection, and that connection either encourages personal development or works against it. Yes, you can unlock the power of personal development without social support, but it's a lot easier when you have it. Often, social support is nothing more than knowing you hang out with people who invest in their own development. Before you know it, you're the one inspiring them to action. And sometimes, when they scroll endlessly on social media, you find yourself doing the same. So choose your friends wisely and let them inspire you to follow through on the importance you put on personal development. Social support also means that you seek out mentors to teach you and hold you accountable. I've been amazed at how highly effective people give me their time and expertise when I ask them to help me. Don't be shy about seeking out people to coach, mentor, and hold you accountable in ways that accelerate your personal growth. The final key to accelerating personal development is environmental support. This means that we make personal development easier by the way we configure the environment we live in. For example, those who place their exercise clothes in the bathroom where they pee in the morning are more likely to work out. Those who don't have sugar-filled foods in their house are more likely to eat for a low glycemic impact. Make personal development the easiest choice by configuring your environment to make it the path of least resistance. A coaching client wanted to lose weight to make it more likely to attract a healthy partner into her life. Great start. She identified her most compelling why as the feeling of support and connection to someone or people who clearly valued her. Great. And as she imagined the path to feeling this, she realized that she would expand her friendship circle by being around people who were pursuing personal development. So yes, she lost weight, but more importantly, she configured her life and environment to be around people who valued personal growth and development. As you can guess, she expanded her friendship network, lost weight, and yes, found a partner who shared her values. But the decision to take a night class at least once a week, although inconvenient, made this outcome more likely. And knowing that she was going to be meeting people in this class who might become part of her social network inspired her to exercise and lose weight. In summary, when you truly value personal development, are clear about the why and the what of your outcomes. You are consistent in how you pursue personal development. You seek social support to help you and hold you accountable. And you configure your environment so that personal development is the path of least resistance. You'll grow as a person, and your life will change for the better. Thanks for joining us today at the Change Capability Institute.